Hi, in this video, I will demonstrate the HMO patient's journey. I will be using a test hospital or a demo hospital called Maybach Hospital and a demo patient called John Doe. First, you have to log in. Now I am logged in as a front desk officer in the hospital called Maybach Hospital. As the front desk officer, John Doe walks up to you at the reception. He wants to see a doctor because he feels feverish, and he has a policy with an HMO called Anchor, which is also a demo HMO provider. I'll click on Client, Module, and Client Page to view all registered patients at this hospital, Maybach Hospital. For the case of an HMO patient, you want to search um HMO patients, maybe because this patient has not been registered with your hospital or this is his first visit and you want to search them out. To do that, you click on Find HMO Patient, type in the patient enrollee number or policy ID. We can see that about 3 patients have the same policy ID. That is because one is the principal and the other 2 are dependents. Let's say in this particular session, we are dealing with the principal. So I'll click on John Doe. Now we can see John Doe's details. One thing you might want to do is edit the patient's personal details, because let's say there's a change in phone number or email. As soon as you've clicked on edit, you make your modification. You can click on update or you cancel if you choose not to continue with that update. Another thing you want to do is view the patient's policy to ensure that there is an active policy for the patient. As we can see, this patient has a policy that started on the 17th of October and ends on the 17th of October, meaning this patient has a 1-day policy. Hence, this patient cannot access care. The one thing you are advised to do is reach out to your HMO via phone or email, whatever means of communication, to verify the status of this patient before you proceed to book an appointment. For the sake of this demonstration, because we are using a demo patient in a demo environment or test environment, I'm going to continue to process this patient. The next thing you want to do is book an appointment or set an appointment for this patient. So I'll click on Set Appointment. And this is the set appointment form where the patient's details of name and phone number and then gender is auto-filled. Also, we can see that the patient's payment type has been set to HMO. That means to say that this patient is covered by an HMO. Always check, to see that it is set to HMO for HMO patients. Also, you want to search employee. Which of the employees or physicians is your patient going to see? Who is available right now? Let's say Nurse Titi. So I'll click on Nurse Titi, and Nurse Titi is in the GOPD clinic. So I'll click on the location GOPD. This is an on-site visit. So I'll click on on-site. The date and time is already set. Let's say Nurse Titi is actually available like right now. For a situation where you have to book an appointment for a future date and time, you can simply just click on this icon, calendar icon, to choose the future date and set the time. For the case of this demonstration, I'm going to go back to today. You want to set the appointment type to new because this is the first visit, obviously. You also want to check appointment status to scheduled. Scheduled because it is for a future date. Confirmed if the patient is right here and we're good to go. So I click on confirmed. It is important to enter a reason for appointment. So let me say this patient complained of fever, okay, feeling feverish, and you want to send email to client. You can check this if the patient would like to receive a reminder via email, or simply click on create appointment. So I'm going to click on create appointment to complete this booking process. Voila, we have just successfully booked an appointment for this patient, John Doe. The next step would be to check in John Doe. To check in John Doe, you need to go to appointment, and you can see the appointment for John Doe clearly boldly listed here. If you have all other appointments for this same date, you would have them listed. If you want to see all appointments, or you want to select appointment by date, you can use this option to choose the date you want to view appointment for. So because we want to check in this patient, I'm going to click on the appointment. Again, you can edit an appointment, but we're not going to do that. In this case, we're going to check in the patient. I'll click on check in, and we're being asked for an OTP code. This OTP code would have been sent to the patient's phone number, that is John Doe. So you want John Doe to give you this OTP code so that you can complete the check-in process. Be right back. Now the patient has supplied the OTP code. It's time to type it in and click on confirm check-in. Voila, we have successfully checked in John Doe. So in a situation where you were not able to successfully check in the patient, is either the code that they have received, maybe they have not received a code, or they are not actually an HMO patient, or they are actually fronting for somebody else. So be sure that you have a successful check-in before you proceed to see your patient. In the next video, we will continue, the next step for the patient's journey after checking. Be right back.